Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday, folks.
It's Mornings with Luann and Tim and
Sue.
Raya Mackey.
Yeah.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Sue YMCA.
Yes.
YMCA.
That's
And among other things, Sue, co-chair of Algoma Pride.
Sue Pride.
Sorry.
Yeah, it used to be Algoma Pride, but now it's Sue Pride.
We're more central.
We're more central.
We're a closed group now. Well, no, because other people in Algoma are doing their own thing, aren't they?
Yeah, but we're proud
So we're
members of
Sue Pride.
Maria and Algoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah,
You've been
great.
here many times before on behalf of the Y and on behalf of Pride
I
Fest.
have, yeah, and this is a great opportunity. Thanks for having me on.
You're
This is great.
welcome. So she's really, first of all, sorry about the snow.
Oh, well, you know what? We live in Northern Ontario. I'm like just ready to, take my shovels and have a ritual and just burn them all because I'm like giving up. It's like I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
Done fighting.
Done fighting with it.
Done. You're just gonna go inside, close the doors, and wait,
right.
like the groundhog. Just wait until spring, then stick your head out.
That's right. But I think that what everybody's suffering from is with all these cancellations and everything, Chicken Little syndrome, I call it. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Anytime there's threat of a storm, we close down. We close down everything.
We're turning into Toronto.
Yeah, we are. We are. We've never shut down for anything, but now we're shutting down for everything.
I had for a while there. I found out that every Monday since Christmas there'd been since the Christmas break there'd been a snow day
Really?
for buses.
Oh my goodness.
There was, I think, like 2 Mondays ago was the first day the kids were actually in school on a Monday since the Christmas holiday ended because it ended up that every Monday was a snow day.
Oh yeah.
For the buses.
Yeah, it's nuts. When I went to school, I don't remember any snow days. It was like,
When I was a kid, we had to walk uphill in a blizzard.
We did, both ways.
With chains on our boots.
Both ways.
Pulling our books behind us and our siblings.
In August.
How was your Valentine's Day, Sue? Did you see what I got? Can you zoom in on this with the camera? Where Jesus is going to come in on this one.
Yeah.
So, I arrived at rehearsal last night, and there was this sitting at my director's table, along with a card which I can't show you because there was foul language on it. But this was from my partner, Keith. This is his version of A Dozen Roses. As you can see, it's Betty White, and there's a dozen of them. And there was a little poem attached. Roses are red, chocolate is brown.
Yes, and we won't
You're getting nothing, so calm them down. Anyway, that was my Valentine, and it's all stuck inside a little, like an upside-down Tim Hortons cup. And I said, where did you get the Tim Hortons cup? He said, oh, out of the recycling bin at the rehearsal space. My Valentine's made from garbage. Recycling garbage.
He really is MacGyver.
He is, but he also gave me real flowers.
Oh, that's sweet.
And real chocolates and a beautiful card. And I love you, Keith.
Yeah, it was just the 14th for me of February.
Because
I'm single, and I celebrate today because today's National Single, or today's like Singles Awareness Day.
What?
Singles Awareness Day.
Singles Awareness Day. So it's not bad enough that you had to spend Valentine's alone. On the day after, they remind you you're still single, loser.
That's right.
Be aware of it.
But you don't. But the nice thing is with that, the way they celebrate it,
How?
or the way
How do they celebrate it?
Well, you don't have any partner to answer to. You can come and go as you please. You don't have to. Talk to them about any possible job promotions if you have to want to move away or anything.
You can make your own decisions.
You can make your own decisions. You can stay on a healthy diet. It's worked well for me. You can
stay on a healthy diet.
Absolutely. You don't have to, eat what they're eating or whatever.
And the temptation to be lured away from health, a working routine, a regimen.
A regiment. Yeah, I have a regiment.
What is it?
I just, every day I just wake up. thankful I'm on this side of the lawn.
On the top side of the grass. So it's National what?
It's Singles Awareness Day. So it's the day after Valentine's Day.
For heaven's sake. Okay.
Designated as the Singles Awareness Day.
Just be aware that you're still single.
Yeah.
What else is it?
What else? International Friendship Week.
Oh,
I know.
International Friendship Week. Hello,
friend.
friend. Did we just make our microphones? Our microphones just made out.
Let's hope there's nothing happens on that.
Is that a microphone pack in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
We'll let you decide that.
National Friends. Welcome, friend. Get your hand off my side of the table. This is the dividing line.
It's like the Trump wall.
Stay in your own lane.
It's like the Trump wall here.
You mean the Trump slatted fence?
Yes, the slatted fence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into it.
No.
Oh, look at it. It says a sign. It says Happy International Friendship Day.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Hey, that is really nice. All the hearts around it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And then what else did you say? It's National Flag Day. You told me that before the show. I don't understand that. Why is it a Flag Day in February?
It's National Canada Flag Day because this day in 1965 was the first time that the maple leaf was flown on Parliament Hill.
In my lifetime?
Yes. In your lifetime.
What was flown there before?
It would have been the Union Jack, I think, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the Union Jack was just on Ontario. Did we have that? Was before the whole country, the Union Jack?
I do believe so.
History and I were like, sorry, Father O'Reilly.
So this was.
I never listened.
Yeah, National Flag Day. So we get to celebrate.
So on this day it flew.
Why
would you fly a flag in February in Ottawa? That's a cold day for me to stand outside and go.
Well, just remind you you're in Canada.
Then you're in Canada. I suppose so. Yeah. What's this thing? The national flag, also known as the maple leaf or lunifeuille.
Lunifeuille.
Oh, one leaf.
Yes, lunifeuille.
One leafed. Oh yeah.
One leafed.
On this day. Wow, amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You brought all kinds of interesting stuff with you.
There was a sad thing on today that happened too.
What?
The Queen of Broadway, Ethel Merman. She passed away in 1984.
Ethel Merman, for anybody who doesn't know, Ethel Merman was like the leading lady of Broadway.
She was for 3 decades.
I know.
Just amazing.
She sang "There's no business like show business." There's no business like show business. And she also sang "Wherever We Go." Ethel Merman. Yeah, there she is. She apparently swore like a trucker.
Oh, that's what I heard too. Yeah.
Yeah, she was one tough broad.
Yeah.
She at one time was married to the actor Ernest Borgnine. Remember Ernest Borgnine?
Yeah, I do.
He was a short. They both together looked a little bit like a couple of pit bulls. But anyway, the marriage did not last. They did not get along at all.
They could have done Shrek.
Right. And in her ogres, and in her memoir. Her chapter called "My Marriage to Ernest Borgnine" was a blank page.
Oh my goodness!
And then you turn she wouldn't even talk about it.
Wouldn't talk. And how long were they married?
Like 45 days, 90 days, something. Yeah, didn't even make it to 3 months.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. So like that's Ethel Merman. Like I'm pleased that she was in my generation.
Did you ever hear the Ethel Merman disco album?
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a kick. I remember her going on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and she sang Alexander's Ragtime Band. That was another one of her hits, but to a disco beat.
Disco?
All they did was they gave her a disco drum track, and it was just Ethel singing, come on along to Alexander's Ragtime Band, but to a disco beat.
That is just crazy.
Yeah.
A disco ball going on.
Ethel Merman, God bless. All right, so hey, speaking of Broadway also, Alfonso Ribeiro, he was on Broadway in a show, but he was probably best known for Fresh Prince.
Oh yes, I
Carlton? So there was a thing, I guess there's a couple of video game makers who put the Carlton dance on their video game.
Okay, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, so he sued them. Because he said he made up the Carlton dance and it was his, and so he felt that he had copyrights to it, and so that they should pay him. Yeah.
It was his IP?
And the judge came back, international, what's it called? Intellectual property. So smart. There he is. Okay, so the judge has ruled. Sorry, you are denied copyright. You can have you can copyright choreography, but not what the judge termed a simple dance routine. So the Carlton, like flossing would probably be like the dab, those, I don't think you can copyright those things. I don't know whether Michael Jackson ever...
Again, I'm sorry.
I don't know whether Michael Jackson ever copyrighted the moonwalk, or if you could. See, that's not... That's a dance move. That's not choreography. So he's still trying to sue. He's still trying to sue the guys who put together Fortnite, because it's on Fortnite too. He's not going to win that one if he didn't win.
If there's already a precedence that absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. What else do you have?
I was at the Sault College. They did a ribbon cutting. You couldn't get there.
I couldn't get there.
You were invited as the chair of Pride.
I was, yeah. I had to work at the Y.
That's okay. I went.
Yeah.
And so what they've done at Sault College is they have an equality room, and there's the ribbon cutting right there. It's a room for LGBTQ plus students and friends and allies. Yeah. It's just a lounge. It's not just. It's a lounge. This is kind of there goes Brian Kelly. It's kind of record breaking because this doesn't exist in a lot of even larger universities. They don't have a designated space, safe space, common area. So you can see, this is my lovely camera work. It's all blurry. I don't know how to operate a camera, but nobody else was available, so I went. And I don't know, there's a wall full of stuff. It's really a nice space. There's a little office in there.
Yeah.
There's a big screen TV. There's a bulletin board. There's lounge chairs. It's just a really nice, friendly space, and it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming indeed. All the recognition for the queer population in Sault Ste. Marie, and everybody says, "Oh my God, you say queer," and we've taken back that word.
We reclaimed the word.
We have reclaimed the word. It used to have such a horrible connotation with it, but we've reclaimed it.
Not everybody goes by queer, though.
No, not everybody.
It's a kind of a personal
choice, whatever.
Unlike actually being queer is not a personal choice.
Yeah,
people are still saying that, eh? That
it's a lifestyle choice.
Oh yes, we like the gay lifestyle.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know what's the straight lifestyle.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think straights get fun stuff like this.
No, I don't believe that they do. I don't believe that they do. That Dozen Roses.
No, because Rose is a gay icon.
She is.
Well, all the Golden Girls are.
All the Golden Girls.
Hey, listen. Speaking of icons, we'll be back with more of me.
And me too.
We have lots of the show coming up. We got Dave here from ACANO, which is the African Caribbean Canadian Association of Northern Ontario.
Exactly, yeah.
And they have this big dance coming up because it's
Black History
Month.
Yeah.
So Dave is here to talk to us, and also we have our friend Karen Lefebvre is here to talk about some wonderful stuff for kids.
Yeah.
So stay with us. Plus, Megan has the news, and my buddy Sue Ryamaki, all on Mornings with Luann and Tim, coming right up after this message. Dave, we just had a picture of more snow. Michael, why don't you show us some pictures of sunshine and beautiful tropical islands?
Exactly.
Did you come from a beautiful tropical island?
One of the best.
Which one?
St. Vincent and the Grenadines is important.
Oh.
Right? Because St. Vincent is the mainland, and the Grenadines is 7 small piece of island off the mainland, and they are unbelievably beautiful.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Dave Mornix. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you.
Are you the president?
Vice president.
You're the vice president.
That's right.
Of ACANO.
Of ACANO.
The African Caribbean Canadian Association of Northern Ontario.
Absolutely.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Before 9 o'clock? That's a lot to say.
Absolutely.
So I always say my great grandparents, or whoever, I think it was my great grandparents, first came to Canada. I'm like, why couldn't they have chosen a warmer climate to move to? Why did they were just coming here to do whatever. They could have done. My great grandfather could have built houses anywhere.
Yeah.
But Sault Ste. Marie was the choice. What brought you to Sault Ste. Marie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big question.
Is it?
Yeah. You sure we want to do this on the
I don't
show?
know. Maybe not.
Well, Sault Ste. Marie. Trust me, I wasn't on the beach planning and saying that I am moving to Sault Ste. Marie tomorrow. But life has an interesting way of landing you where you need to be, in my opinion. I used to have 2 months off every year, September and October.
Yeah.
Working at a resort at home. I came to Canada in September 6, 96. Never forget it, because it was the coldest day of my life.
In September.
In September. In September.
Welcome to February.
Exactly. And so, life happens. I had a girlfriend here, my oldest son.
It's always about the women.
That's right. My oldest son was born in Canada, and that was it, right?
There you go.
Then I met my ex-wife, and she was from the Sault, and that's it.
There you go.
Simple as that. But I love the Sault, right? If not for the snow, I'm good.
Yeah.
Get rid of
It's one of the things we tolerate for the quality of life that we get up here, right?
Absolutely.
And you know what? Look at Searchmont and all these, Hiawatha, snowmobiling.
Absolutely.
It really is great for all of those things. And for the rest of us, it's just, well,
Well, I tried cross-country skiing. I tried a little bit of hockey and all of that. I'm done.
You're
done.
I'm just doing shoveling now.
Just shoveling, that's it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Black History Month in Sault Ste. Marie. Tell me how long have we been celebrating? Let's say officially celebrating Black History Month. To your knowledge.
Well, to my knowledge, I'll speak from the group perspective.
Okay.
Akano, we started in 2011 as just a way for us to get together, and really gives any newcomers or anyone from the Black community an opportunity to get together. We like to get together around, of course, food and camaraderie. And so it started in 2011 at the Sault College, just as literally a potluck for us to get together. But what we did before, we had met, it was like about 8 of us, was just meeting and discuss, you know, we need to have an official group that kind of represents the culture, that gives somebody who's coming to the Sault for the first time a place where they can have a sense of belonging, a sense of connection before they experience the tragedy of the weather. Yeah, because then once that beat you up, and if you don't have, then you have a negative story to tell.
Right.
If you're connected early,
that's right,
then it gives you something to connect to, you or help yourself navigate. So yeah, we started in 2011, and it's been amazing to me of how much the group has grown. It is amazing to me, and I have to say thank you right off the top. And I know Jane will want to do that, the president for Akana as well, to thank the Sault Ste. Marie community for the unbelievable and overwhelming support that we get every single year.
Excellent.
Yeah, that is hands down two of the things that I think that we got right off the top was we have to be all inclusive. We have to be an open group. We have to be collaborative. And I think those two things has really been the cornerstone of why we have every year gotten better, every year got bigger.
How are we celebrating this week? You've been celebrating it.
I'm excited to find out.
It's been a sort of a standard way of celebrating that you have this one event.
So this one event is normally the big event. Our goal in the future is to have some smaller events building up to that.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, we supported a Francophone artist who was visiting from Ottawa doing a show. So we kind of got the group together as a way of, you know, again, highlighting Black excellence within the community. That's our tagline actually by this year. It's integration and migration, celebrating Black excellence. Really trying to show how, as your question right off the top, show how people end up in the Sault. You know, some people are coming from Nigeria to Ireland to the Sault. Me, I'm coming from St. Vincent to Toronto to the Sault. So it's really interesting. It's a way to highlight people who are right here within this community.
Yeah, and what is your story?
Yeah,
I love your
story.
Absolutely.
Stereo. Okay, so the event now but the major event this year again is.
So the major event this year is February 24th.
Yes.
It's from 1 to 5, something we're doing differently this year. Normally, most of the time we do it in the evening, like in the evening. Yeah, so we're doing 1 to 5. It's at the Grand Gardens North.
Yeah.
The event is sold out already, so sorry.
Sorry, you guys. You snooze, you lose.
So this is a preamble for next year.
Basically, Well, next year we'll get you on sooner so that people can get tickets, because tell them what's happening. It sounds like an amazing night. I mean, you always plan an amazing event, and it takes you. There's a lot of work that goes into it.
There's a lot of work goes into it. We're having a really good event this year. I'm excited about having our guest speaker coming from Toronto, Dr. Carl James. He,
pardon me.
I think that he's gonna have an interesting message for Sault Ste. Marie. We're bringing a performer, another performer from Toronto as well, Black artist, James. I've never seen him, so I'm looking forward to that, because that would be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we have our local artists, drummers, African dancers, and then poetry and stuff like that. And the food.
The food is the
amazing
thing too.
So there is a Caribbean influence on the menu.
The jerk chicken.
And then different African influence, whether it's in jollof rice or. Yeah, the event is going to be an amazing event.
Oh my gosh. When do the tickets go on sale for next year?
That's what I want to know.
I know, right?
And I can tell you, next year I'm selling tickets for next year. Next year, buy your tickets early because they go quickly.
And watch for other smaller events going on in the community.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you have informational series going on as well. You bring speakers in throughout the course of the year, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the major message here, Dave, is what? If you could share one message about Black History Month with the viewers of Sault Ste. Marie, what would you like to say?
Well, our tagline is bringing people together. So from Black history perspective, I mean, I think it's important to understand your history, whether it's Black history or white history. This is an opportunity for us in the Black community to recognize all of the giants and shoulders that we are standing on, who have kind of create this space for us to be doing that, and we have to take some time out of the year to recognize that. So we always try to make sure that we do that. And I know for newcomers to the Sioux, again, especially if you're from the Black community, find a way to get connected with Akano.
What are the different ways we can get connected to Akano?
So please visit us at our website, which is akano.ca.
It's ACCANO.ca,
or on our Facebook page, Akano Canada.
Really, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I hope you'll come back and bring Jane. I'd love to meet her as well.
I know.
Yeah.
Jane is a very inspirational woman. She is. We normally say she's our awesome leader, and so it's good to be here representing the group, but Jane is always at work doing something. And
you're always welcome on the show. Anytime you want to talk about any promotions or things you have coming up for the group, I'd love to hear about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, Dave Mornix, and it is Black History Month. Dave is from Akano, and we thank you for your time. And we'll be back with more Morning with Luann and Tim after this quick message from our sponsors.
Snow.
So it's a different city we live in these days, Sue.
It certainly is.
Imagine
I love it.
We talk about an equality lounge at Sioux College for the LGBTQ plus community. Yeah. We talk about Black History Month being celebrated by Akano. Yeah. None of this stuff was around when we were kids.
Nothing like this. I remember growing up here and having huge culture shock when I moved to Toronto.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Huge culture shock. I realized how naive I was living here in Sault Ste. Marie.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's different now just because of the internet and all that kind of stuff. That kind of makes us more, globally aware. But still, it's nothing like having people in your community to let you realize that there are so many different kinds of people out there with different cultures and different religions and different beliefs and different diets. Oh, the food. But I just think that it's so enriching to have all these amazing people, and that's why I love Sault College and Algoma U that are bringing all of these international students in.
A lot of those international students, and at the Y,
so much.
And at the Y, we've extended a lot of with the international students and the newcomers to Sault Ste. Marie. They get memberships through the Sioux Community Career Center.
No kidding.
Yeah, they've come to the Y and.
Don't you also have like a modesty swim for women, I think? Is that something?
We did at one
stop that now?
It stopped because just the attendance.
Oh, okay.
The attendance.
But it's nice that you try to find things that for the different members of the community.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's all about community and diversity and inclusion, and that's what we're all about.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
And we both lived in Toronto.
Yeah.
Now, talking about
Toronto.
The girl with the chair. Did you see this, Sue? For those of you who don't know, it's everywhere. There was a 40-something floor.
Yeah.
Down by the Gardner Expressway.
Gardner Expressway.
She threw a chair off a balcony
and videoed it
for Snapchat.
Yes.
I don't even want her name. So they put the video up and they said, we're looking for this girl, and the police knew who she was, and they said, we know who you are. There. Oh, here comes the video.
Yeah.
There she goes.
There she goes.
That could have killed. Oh my gosh!
That could have been horrific.
It could have been awful.
And she is
now she's a freaking media star. You know what? I don't get this world we live in.
Oh, I think she did it. I think she did it just for that reason, was to become a media star somehow.
Oh, now her lawyer's saying she was peer pressured. You're 19 years old. Don't be so stupid to throw a chair off a balcony. Peer pressure, my bottom.
That's right. Common sense. I have to wonder where common sense is.
Now she's basking. You see her around reporters, she's glowing and smiling, and she's the chair girl, and I just want to, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Somebody should have chastised her a long time ago.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do now?
It's quite obvious that, and I'm just saying this just as a, as a presumption, that she probably didn't get chastised much when she was a child.
You were talking about the benefits of being a single person, not having to answer to anybody.
That's right.
Except your mother.
Except my mother. Listen, my mother lives with me. She's 82.
If you ever threw a chair off a balcony.
If I ever threw a chair, never mind a balcony. I'm almost 54, and she's 5 foot, and she still frightens me when she gets like.
Michael, take that picture of the chair girl down. What is she doing glamour shots now?
Glam shots.
She is totally narcissistic.
Yeah.
Get rid of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Just leave my friend Sue on, 'cause she'd never throw a chair. Because her 5 foot mother would.
She would. Yeah, she always used to look at me still.
Oh, you're Finnish.
Finnish. Oh yeah.
Is that tough? Is that a matriarchal thing, the Finns, or no?
No,
not really.
No. It turned out to be that way with myself because, my mother was a single mother because my father passed away
When you were little.
when I was 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 years old.
Tough. And there were 3 of you. Your mom, you, and your sister.
Yeah, yeah. And when we were speaking with Dave, I always wondered. I always said to my mother, "You came from Finland from one cold country to another cold country, and you had so many other options in front of you. I don't understand that."
And I wonder if there's still people out there who knew your mom when she was driving cab.
I don't know. She drove for Marsh Taxi.
Yeah.
Marsh Taxi drove out of the Canadian Motor Hotel. Her and Esco, and she drove nights. A tough lady.
Really, eh?
Tough lady. She can tell me.
Is she watching?
Stories. Oh, I don't know if she's watching, but she will watch. Like
when you sit down, you'll watch with her, right?
Absolutely.
Show her that we talked about her.
Yeah, Pirko.
Okay.
Hey, Pirko.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pirko. What did I just say?
Her name, Kay. She goes by Kay. Her first name is Pirkko.
Pirko.
Pirko.
Kay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Don't ground Sue for the weekend, Pirko.
No.
Okay, so now next comes Megan.
Oh.
Megan does the news next.
Wonderful,
yes. Our news anchor, Megan Pounder, has the news next, and then Sue and I will be back with our second guest of the day, Karen Lefebvre. So don't go anywhere. I know, and then it's Fur and Feathers Friday for Humane Society. She can't wait for that one. Okay, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, we just hit really high on the cute factor on this show. And I said, there's a thing in show business that says, never work with children or animals. And today on the show, I got Silas and the Humane Society. I can't compete with this. You're so charming. Hi, Silas.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Karen Lefebvre.
Hello.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Tim.
So today, Karen and Silas are here to talk about, what's it called?
Sault Ste. Marie
wears red.
Yeah.
for congenital heart disease. It's a mouthful.
Sault Ste. Marie wears red for congenital heart disease. Why are we doing this? What's your connection to this cause, you?
Well, I had congenital heart defect when I was born. And
really?
Yeah, and then I got a surgery for it when I was 4, and then.
What kind of surgery do you have to have for congenital heart disease?
It's a PPAVR and an ASD.
He had to have the whole alphabet
Yeah.
done.
It's pretty.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
They had to it was open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Little 4-year-old Cyrus.
Yeah.
Breaking your rib cage, going in there. Do they take the heart rate out and work on it? Do they do that? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That I know of. I'm sure maybe in some cases.
So they had to fix your heart.
Yeah.
Are there different kinds of congenital heart disease? Or is it like one disease?
No, I mean the congenital heart disease is the overall name for a child that's born with heart disease, and there's so many. There's so many variations. There's
I've
so many
heard of children born with holes in their hearts.
Yeah.
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 That kind
So
of
that's
thing.
just, and that's a simple one. Crazy or not.
That's
They're
a
called
simple one?
ASD, VSDs. Yeah, they're literally. Kids can have them and
He
they
had
can
8 letters. His was way more complicated.
Way more complicated than VSD.
But look at you. How old are you now?
I'm 14.
And you have no health issues.
No, not really. No.
Well, why do you want to raise money and awareness? I mean, this is great that you're doing this, but what made you decide to do this? 4 years ago?
Yeah.
This is our 4th year for this.
You started this, right?
Yeah.
This event.
2016 we started this.
Okay.
Simply just to raise awareness for congenital heart disease. My family was affected by it. We've talked about that before. Right. And I just wanted to give back to sick kids because they essentially gave my daughter her life.
Right.
She wouldn't have made it past a year without open heart surgeries, and she had 2. So I just wanted to give back to sick kids.
You too? Because that's where you were, sick kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then obviously, some people aren't as fortunate as others.
Exactly.
I was saying to you and your dad's here, I was saying, wow, and I said to you, can you imagine if being a parent, having to go down, stay in hotels, the transportation, the expense, I mean, it must have been, you cost your parents, you're precious, but you were worth every penny and more. But there are some people that, what would they do if they were faced with that?
Yeah.
So is that part of why you're doing this too? Because to raise money for sick kids and make that possible for some people? Yeah. So how do you raise money? What are you doing?
Well, the first year I did was I did a jelly bean count, and everyone guessed how many jelly beans. And then this year, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to at the Sault Ste. Marie Gymnastics Club on March 7th. We're going to sell some cookies and stuff.
What kind of cookies? It's all about the kind. What kind am I going to get? You have a variety?
Well, I think we're going to have cookies, and we're all going to be the same kind of cookies, and we're going to have some gummies.
Cookies and gummies?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that
Good
sounds good to
combination.
me. And you're going to buy these things, and all the money is going to go to sick kids?
Yeah.
And what about the shirts? What's the maybe Karen, maybe you can tell us about.
You turn around. You can give everyone the back
This
side.
is not my best side.
So
Sure,
these are shirts.
This is what happens when you have a cute kid on the show.
Just get to see the back of your head.
What's it
We're
say?
selling these shirts. This year's event is Friday, March the 8th.
Can I turn back around now?
Yeah, you can turn it back around
Thank
now.
you, Karen. So wait, Friday, March the 8th
Friday,
is the
March
event.
the 8th is the event. So we're asking businesses in the Sault to literally have your dress down day, which most businesses have anyway.
Schools too.
Schools too, exactly. So dress down, all employees give $1 or $2 to donate to the cause.
$1's too
Let's
cheap.
go $5.
What would you normally
people.
do for a dress down day? $2. So for a charity, for a good cause like National Sault Ste. Marie Wears Red Day for
Exactly.
congenital heart disease, $5.
And then asking people also to wear red, just to raise awareness for congenital heart disease. So in doing that, we're selling these T-shirts. Last year, we sold over 500 of these.
Really?
Because we have the names of local kids. All the names on the back of your shirt are Sault Ste. Marie kids who are dealing with congenital heart disease.
Oh, you didn't tell me that was on the back of my shirt. Now I feel bad for making a fuss. I thought it was names of sponsors. It was names of actual children.
It's kids, and we added 2 more this year. So this year we have 20 kids on the back of our shirt, and little Silas here is on it as well.
Silas now.
I know he's big Silas. I was just telling him when I saw him 2 years ago what a different kid he is.
Yeah.
He's grown up so much.
Still a great kid, though.
Amazing kid, and he is the
Role
reason
model.
why I've done this. Right, Silas is exactly the reason why we did this. He's taking a little bit and using what he has to raise a little bit of awareness. So the premise of this was to get little people, like a lot of people, to do a little bit to raise a lot. And
Right,
Silas
so get a lot of people get involved. So Silas, what would you say if, let's say I own a business and I want my employees to know about this, what could I do? Like send them an email or put a notice up saying this is the day?
Yeah.
And maybe it just takes one person at a workplace to make a difference and say, I want to do this for our business, right?
Yeah.
What if they want the T-shirts? How do they get a T-shirt to sell, or how do we do that? Do we contact Karen?
They can email me. We have a Facebook page, Sault Ste. Marie Wears Red for congenital heart disease.
Okay.
All the information you need is on there, or just you can email me.
Email you?
And that's on the page as well. But my email is karenlefave@thriftyssm.com.
Excellent. Yeah. So you have T-shirts, but you also have some packages from, some promo packages from Sick Kids Hospital.
Yeah, so because this is for sick kids, the Sick Kids Foundation is awesome. They sent us promo items. They set up a website for us even to do your own donation. So if people aren't comfortable giving, if Silas's school wasn't comfortable giving the donations to me, they can go on the website and they can donate directly on the Sick Kids website.
Oh, that's great.
Which is amazing, right? It kind of gives some, extra feel and legitimacy to the event. So
right.
Yeah.
I was asking you about, do you remember when, I mean, that's 4 years old, that's a long time ago, and you're only little, but do you remember any of, like, going into the hospital and stuff, and that whole,
Yeah, I remember a bit of it. Like, I remember some things after, and I remember some things before.
Do you remember it all being scared or uncomfortable, or is it not a bad memory for you?
No, it's a pretty good memory. Everybody was really nice and comforting, and it's nice.
Just goes to show you what kind of care Sick Kids Hospital gives to kids,
Yes.
eh? You know that too, Karen, as a parent.
I do. But it's lovely. It's amazing to see Silas now at 14, who's been through it, because my girls are quite a bit younger. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Heart disease doesn't stop you, obviously, because we have Silas here.
So just to review then, it's March the 8th.
Friday, March the 8th.
Wear red for Sault Ste. Marie, congenital heart disease.
Yes.
Okay.
And buy a T-shirt.
And buy cookies and gummies from Silas.
Yes.
Where are you going to be? You're going to be at the gymnastics club on the 7th?
Gymnastics club on the 7th, yeah.
So stop by there. And then, if you're at work and you want to get a group together or do a dress down day or at school, get ahead, go on, become a leader like Silas is. Become a leader and ask to do the campaign in your place of work or your school. Get the t-shirts from Karen, and we're all set.
Good.
Thank you for being here, Silas. I'm very impressed with you. Continued success and good luck.
Thanks.
And thanks for being such a peer a leader for your peers. Karen.
Yes.
I love you.
Feelings mutual.
Have a great weekend. Hey, it's a long weekend, family day.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We'll be back with Fur and Feathers Friday. The Humane Society is here. They bring pets. Do you like animals?
We'll stay.
Okay. We'll be back after this. Stay tuned. Thanks. This is Ash has joined us now. Hi, welcome back, Sue.
Welcome, yeah,
And
it's
welcome
nice.
Laura from the Humane Society. I love my Fur and Feathers Friday, and I love meeting beautiful creatures like Ash. Now, tell us the story about Ash, Laura.
Ash was surrendered to us from his owners. He's about 7 years old. They're
Only ever lived with one person,
his
one family?
whole life,
His
yeah.
whole life, but they surrendered him.
Yeah, their lifestyle changed, unfortunately, so they were never home. So they.
So he's 7 years old.
He is. He's already neutered. He's up to date on most of his shots.
You say he's, but the way you phrased it was, he doesn't sell himself to people who come in. So, you know, you go into the Humane Society and you're seeing all the animals, and some of them maybe are more gregarious, outgoing.
Yeah, some are right at the front of their cages meowing.
This one not so much. Ash.
He's under his blankets, so you wouldn't even know there was a cat in that cage.
Right, his color is gorgeous.
Yeah,
He's beautiful.
He's very. You said he's right now. He's quite. He's timid. He's
just really shy.
he's got. You were saying you've done a lot of work with him to socialize him.
Yeah, because it takes cats like this that are used to one home. It takes them a while to come out of their shell, and a shelter environment's a really hard one for cats like this. And he's actually is stress grooming a little bit, being in the shelter.
He's got a little bit of hair missing. He's looking a little too much.
Exactly.
Laura, I don't see. This is something else that you people do, you folks at the Humane Society do, that I don't know that a lot of people realize. Do you really work one-on-one with these strays or the ones who are surrendered to help them adjust, to make them comfortable in their surroundings, right?
Absolutely. With cats like this, I'll sit right in their cage with them.
So what kind of home would be perfect for Ash? Like a home that's maybe with somebody that spends a lot of time at home and
a quieter home, yeah. So like mature, definitely older kids. I don't think he'd do well in a hyper home with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he is so shy. I mean, he's the type of cat that's
just a sole pet home.
Not necessarily.
No?
I think he'd be okay with other cats.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe not so much a hyper dog.
Right.
But I mean, definitely like a quieter home.
Well,
He's even just sort of. He's starting to come out of his shell a little bit already, just from being here for a matter of minutes.
It takes cats like this. I mean, a lot of people don't understand cats and their behavior, and I mean, guys like this, it just takes them a little while. They've had one thing their whole lives, and then his whole life has been uprooted now. So,
so when people adopt a pet from the Humane Society, they should be prepared to have an adjustment period, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And, the animals need time to adapt. You also, I think, would this be the sort of animal too that you would want to start him off in a smaller space so he doesn't get overwhelmed in a new home?
Yeah, if it's a big home, you would. You'd want to set them up in a room to themselves so they can get used to the smells and everything in the home, and that way it'll also help prevent soiling. Because if they're going to be a shy cat, he might hide for a week.
Oh, and he might go places.
Yeah, he might not leave his hiding spot to go into to his litter box.
To his litter box, so you won't know where he is.
Yeah. Oh. So it's definitely a good idea, in acclimatizing any new animal to sort of confine them while they get used to, especially older animals like this.
Right. And he, once again, no special diet or no special needs.
No. He's a little on the chubby side, but
Well,
Well, that's okay.
What's it work for cats? Like dogs, they say 7 years. Is there a thing that's like if a dog, 1 human year is worth 7 dog years? Is there a similar thing for cats?
similar. I think the first year is actually 1 year, and then after that, it's approximately 7 years per 1 year.
So you're like 50 years old.
About that.
No wonder you're getting a little chunky.
That's okay.
His metabolism, he's just fluffy.
Happens to there you go, fluffy. Sue, that's our new word. Sue and I are just fluffy. That's
I'm
all.
54.
I've got my
and
winter
fluffy.
fluff.
I got my winter fluff on. Listen, our time is up. I want to
geez,
thank you, as
already?
always, Laura, for being here. Sue,
Already?
doesn't it fly
It goes by
It goes
fast.
by so quick. This was so much fun.
Thank you for being here, Sue.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a wonderful time. I did miss my Lou. She's back on Tuesday. We're off for Family Day. Sue St. Marie, have a wonderful long weekend. Stay safe, stay warm.
Yeah, stay safe.
Laura, and of course, go and visit Ash at the Humane Society and see if this might just be the perfect addition for your family. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim.